Ladies and gents, welcome to a new mod we've never tested before. This will be interesting, all right? So you probably have seen Exploding Kings before. There's different abilities now, all right? Let me explain. Kings, obviously, they're still very important to your life, right? If you lose your king, you're defeated, okay? But kings heal nearby units now. There's a 9-tile radius where they heal nearby units, meaning that if you have your king in battle, it's actually better for you. Wonders in this game provide plus 50 population. Wonders also make nearby units attack and move faster. Kings and Wonders provide 3k gold to whoever kills them, which is a big bonus. Kings cannot be garrisoned anywhere for safety. And then kings also they still explode. That is how this works. It should be very interesting. Let's get our introductions in. Starting in the blue, we have Kangaroo playing as the Bulgarians. In the gray, we have Ian. Can I just say Ian, maybe? Kind of hard to say the rest of this name, playing as the Bengalis. In the yellow, we have Elite Goose +1, playing as the Koreans. In the red, we have Comrade Keshik playing as the Goths. In the orange, we have Grim Tripper playing as the Mayans. In the purple, we have Nephiths playing as the Magyars. And in the otherwise known as Zalotl, so I might say both. In the green, we have St. Arnulf of Metz playing as the Slavs. And then in the teal, we have a pro player, top 100 player, and good friend of mine, Ozone, who is going to have a target on his back here. And he says, Blue, why are you walling so much? Don't trust us? And Blue says, paranoid, I guess. So yeah, Blue is trying to wall Ozone out immediately. Actually, is trying to wall this side immediately as well. So I'm really curious because Ozone's a really good player. And usually really good players, they lack Diplo. And also everyone else wants to gang up on them. So I'm really curious on how this plays out. Now, Arnulf has won community games before. And I don't know what he's doing to the Rigobot, but somehow he's getting in more than some other players are as well. He's had some recent experience, and he says, talking to you, Teal and Blue, be friendly namers, ? So he's already, like, interacting on a friendly basis with Ozone. What is this? Orange says... Red says, Tripper, we cool friends? Orange says, I hope so, and then immediately swears. I don't know, did he lose a villager or something? Anyways, the map is mega random. I've noticed there's tons of gold here. I want to see a villager lose HP and see the king heal it. I want to know what the healing rate is like for this king. And if you can't garrison it, it might just make sense to have the king in the battle, but... also, that would be extremely risky at the same time. So, we'll see. Civ-wise, Goths could be extremely dangerous against a lot of these Civs. Like, Huns don't have anything to do against Goths. Mayans don't have anything to do against Goths in the long run. Those two Civs in particular. So, I would say maybe be allied with Red if you can. Or make sure Red is cleared out of the game quickly. Look at Ozone. Idle TC time as he tries to Diplo. I love it. And he says, hey, I have a plan. Okay, so he's speaking to Blue and he's speaking to Green. And Blue says, sure thing. I remember Blue trusts no one here. Playing super safe here with the walls. Grim Tripper is calling somebody sexy on the other side, so I don't know if Ozone's plan is going to be similar. There is water in the middle in this map, Jen, so I think fishing would be really good. And Yellow, is this the first words from Yellow? The first words for Elite Goose +1 is yes, honk, honk. I love it. The first thing he said. Whoever Elite Goose is, though, his build's pretty good. He's got double dock fishing ships already, so that can be nice. Wait, you can say the F word, but it censors words like house. Yes, the chat filter does not work properly in Age of Empires 2, and it's ridiculous that you can't even toggle it off if you want to. but I've given my thought on that many times, and I think Microsoft just wants to make sure that in the event that there's something that happens, they want to be able to say, hey, we have a chat filter. We're sorry that thing didn't get caught by our chat filter, but we're working on it. See, we have a filter in place. This is important to us. It's like a good safety thing for them, just in case something really happens. It's not a good filter, and I hate it, but it makes sense from their point of view, I suppose. Ozone, what's your freaking plan, bro? I have a plan. Silence. What is this? And yeah, Green asked, what's the plan? He says, I'm new to Diplo, so I'm figuring this stuff out. Can you confirm if you're reading me? Oh, boy, he's a Diplo noob. Oh, man, that's funny. Green says yes. And then Blue says, got you, Teal. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it is interesting. Blue walling, and already we have Purple saying, like, I'm not really sure if you're going to be able to trade to that corner with that guy. So maybe we should be trading to other corners. Ozone says, we need to control either yellow or orange corner. Okay. And that would be for trade, most likely. It's probably why they're discussing that. Feudal Age time's coming in for almost everyone now. I'm surprised we don't see any fishing from Ozone. His score is very low, but he might not want a big target on his back. So he might intentionally be delaying his own eco for this reason. Guys, yellow has only said yes, honk, honk. Yes. And then yes. So we're literally, we haven't seen any discussion from yellow. Okay, now yellow says red also ally. Okay, so it seems like yellow, red, and orange are going to be allies. And they're all trying to clarify that right now. Interesting. How's it going, Green? We friends? Question mark, says Grim. Everyone trying to put their feelers out there. Make sure everyone's buddy-buddy. We see 3 players on the way to Castle Age now. In terms of late game strength, I think Huns are pretty good at sniping. And Huns could actually be awesome with the way the game mode works. Because again, you cannot garrison your king, but your king does receive the ability to heal units. And I think, like, the king's fast, so having fast horsemen as well with the king could look pretty cool. Red says, man, first time chat settings is rough. Yeah, it is difficult. And yellow says, red only to you, or are you friends with orange? I like how Ozone's been a little bit proactive here. I like how he's reaching out to people instead of just staying silent. I like the fact he's bottom score, though I find that fascinating. He says, you guys tell me we work towards orange or yellow corner. Yes. So he's giving them some power. Interesting. It's not common for the higher ranked players. If you are between me and him, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I guess, like... Wait, can they not see each other right now? They can't see each other. Okay, so they're just trying to figure things out. I'm also trying to figure things out. All right. Hope everyone out there's had a nice day. If you didn't have a nice day, hope it gets a little bit better. Hope you enjoyed this ding. Wonderful. Quality content. This guy is currently catching turtles with a net. Crazy stuff. I bet you didn't think you'd be doing that. Of all the places to be on the internet, you are watching this. It's a special place to be. Whoa, he like kind of faked out the turtles there for a second. That actually reminds me of the one time I almost caught a turtle while I was fishing. There's really not much more to the story than that. I'm really glad I didn't catch it because it was a massive snapping turtle. We move on. Ozone says, yes, if we control 3 corners, we win, we dominate. That is a very ambitious plan. But Blue says he trusts it, so that's good at least. So secure one of ours with lots of walls and castles and towers and attack the other. All right, seems like a believable plan. Turtle soup is a thing. Yeah, I don't know if I would really want to have to. I guess you would just cut the line if you caught a turtle, but I wouldn't want to deal with a snapping turtle, dude. Okay, I've got turtle stories now. Well, not good turtle stories, but I got to talk about something. So, one time, we had a creek in our backyard growing up. And when we were young, we'd always be out in that thing, right? And we'd like make a dam. And we'd fish, we'd skip rocks, we'd catch, crayfish or crawdads, whatever you call them, whatever. We did anything you could think of. And one day we're out there, and we had piled up these rocks kind of away from our dam because we were trying to get the best rocks to build up the dam, if this makes sense. I remember standing, like I stepped aside, like towards the rocks. I remember standing on one of the big rocks we had in the water, and then it moved. And I looked down, and it was a turtle that was maybe the size of like 2 or 3 basketballs. And I was standing on top of its shell, and I knew immediately it was a snapping turtle, and I got out of there fast. I was like, whoa! That was crazy. Oh, we've got some chatter here. Green's talking to himself. That's always... Or Teal's... Yeah, Green's talking to himself. That's always nice. Open a gate for me, Blue, to get my markets there. I think Ozone and Blue are going to be an interesting alliance. Because I don't think Blue is insane at the game. He's solid, right? 51 eco, but I don't think he's insanely skilled. From what I'm seeing, he seems a little bit cautious and scared, but Ozone's being real chill to him. So, I think that this could really work out. I think Green is also going to backstab Ozone at some point, and Ozone doesn't watch enough community games to know Green's reputation for being really good at them. That's just my guess. What is this? Eastern Side Union. I tried nothing. Okay, so apparently Purple tried to speak to Green, and Green did not respond. And Grim says, sexy, welcome, let's get red. Okay, so red is on the outs. They don't like red. And then yellow just says, I'm in. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. Red want to team up with purple. Yellow perping me. Okay, so they're just trying to get red right now. I think red will eventually say yes. So, what is a snapping turtle? What? You don't know what a snapping turtle is, dude? Look up a snapping turtle. While you're at it, look up like the alligator snapping turtles, as someone mentioned. Those things, alligator snapping turtles, I think. I don't actually know where they're from. Probably Australia, honestly. It's probably Australia. But, yeah, those things are vicious. Yellow walling gray, but red and orange no walls. They have ally. Okay, Green thinks he's talking to people, but his settings are screwed up and he's just talking to himself. There's something funny about yellow saying woot gang gang east side and getting really excited about the east side, and then red immediately saying hi team, but not involving yellow in that. But okay, so we have basically like the warmer colors, right? All the warmer colors are teamed together. Warm versus cold colors. Yes. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Green's got army. Guys, Green's got army. Kings can't be garrisoned. Oh, God. Don't tell me Ozone dies. Ozone, bro, don't die. He sees it. He sees it. He needs army. He sees it. Oh, goodness gracious, dude. The king is waddling as fast as he can, but they're slower than the bowyards. Ozone's gonna die. Ozone's gonna die. No way. Come on, man. Oh, pro player dead. And Ozone just laughs. Welcome to community games, my friend. Welcome to community games. Glad I could rig you in. And man, did you learn a valuable lesson. Wow. Okay. Well, there's Ozone's base. It's gone now. Blue's is nice one. No one seems to be really upset that he's dead. And Purple realizes that it was Green, and well played from Green. And Green might not stop there. There's no real reason to stop there. You're going to have some army, guys.
Yes.
Remember when I said Green would eventually backstab Ozone? I didn't think it was going to be that soon. Here we were just talking about turtles. I mean, Ozone was going for a big boom. He died with... he still somehow has 61 villagers, even though he's already dead. At that point, he had 100. So he was just going for the late game, and you normally can do that, but in this game mode where you can't wall in your king, Sorry, where you can't garrison your king. You might want to wall in the king like blue has done here. Green says, I'm shaking. He was probably so nervous during that moment. Well, okay. We got 7 players left, and there's no longer a pro player in here. But this is going to be really bad for green and for blue and gray because the warm color alliance is looking like they're going to be pretty strong. Does make me think, like, what are people going to do with their kings then? Blue walling it in was smart. Yellow says sending some cav to help. Do not be alarmed. And then here comes purple. Purple wants to kill green now. He's got cav archers. Green noticed. And purple's going to bail on the idea. Green's army was able to chew up the cav archers. And good awareness from green to spot this. And so we might even see another attempt here. Because here comes yellow. It changes the game when you can't garrison. Purple says, darn transport bug. So maybe he transported across, and right now you can't really ungarrison lots of units with the transport. Yellow's just passing. He could kill Orange's king. The king and the monk looks kind of similar. And here he goes. And this seems as though purple is the target. It could also be green, but this looks like it's going to be purple. Now, you can't put the king inside a transport. You can't garrison. You can't garrison your king in anything. Purple's run away. It seems like they want to kill green because they see green is a really strong player, and green is obviously not in that alliance they discussed. This game might not go on very long. I really want to see the king, though, heal up an army. Yes. That's what I want to see. Can we see res, please? Sure. Here's the stockpile, bottom left. The resources aren't insane for anybody. But, I mean, we have imp coming in, right? That's nice. There's going to be trade. But the stockpiles aren't ridiculous. The amount on gold isn't really blowing me away right now. 2 players in imp, just red and blue. And, well... Blue says we still trade corners green, and yeah, they're going to trade through Ozone, what used to be Ozone's base, I guess. The yellow signals this. Clearly, they're going to make a move here, right? Feels like they are. They're working together. I would be walling in or hiding my king in some way. This is good because it's really hard to spot. This is not. I don't like that at all. I like this from blue. I like the walling it in. At least then just ranged units could come do it. Oh my god. Orange just said, don't worry, going for green. But he said it to green. He said it to the guy he was going to kill. And now green said, don't bully. And, well, do you still do it or what now? Because you just kind of spoiled the whole thing. He was probably in a green mindset. And then he screwed that up. And purple says we just push him anyway. So I guess they're just going to go for him anyways. Eco-wise, by the way, green's at 76 eco. So green really not going to be able to keep up with it. And green declares war on everyone. Wow. A couple fire galleys could kill some fishing ships. He must have just seen this. And it's going to be 3 people coming in against him here. Hey, this could be interesting for blue and gray. We haven't seen gray chat at all much. Chat much at all. And here they are, plumed archers trying to break through. Green's ready for this. Yellow is still allied with green. And now yellow changes that, and we have bowyars fighting. So you probably don't want to bring your king into this engagement. If the king just heals, you probably just want to use that to heal up your units. The bowyar's wrecked there, though. These are elite bowyars. These plumed archers are Castle Age bowyars. Or wait, what did I say? These plumed archers are Castle Age bowyars? These plumed archers are Castle Age plumed archers, sorry. And green just says I did what had to be done. And yeah, I mean, they're all kind of bullying green because green showed that he's a bit of a threat. His score's pretty high and everything, but green did kill the pro player here. In the end, though, there's still going to be too many players coming over this way. And I think green will struggle to deal with it. And green's not really going to have a lot of help as blue turns? Blue turns on green as well. Wow. Green getting a taste of his own medicine, I guess, with the betrayals here. It does snipe some trebuchets at least. That's positive. But these plumes and the cav archers are not even close to full strength yet. So we still have no bloodlines for the cav archers. No husbandry as well, so missing some movement speed there. It looks like ballistics is missing. We also could have Halb mixed in with that too, so I still think green's going to need some support. Oh, that's true. Green did turn on everyone. So green, I think, probably turned on blue, which is why blue turned on green there. Wait, what? What just happened to this trade card? What is this? Did he delete it? Did he just say that I'm not going to trade with anyone, so my cards have to die? What a weird thing to pay attention to there. Huh, okay. It would have died anyways, probably. I figured he would be looking over here. Dang. He's still got the trade cards over here. The horse strip, maybe. Anyways, green's going to try. Green's eventually going to struggle. Guys, this is such a good opportunity for sneaky nonsense. Right? Like, everyone on the warm color team is headed this way. So it's going to become normal for purple to see units run through his base. It's going to be normal for orange to see units run through his base. And the kings are exposed. Now, they're hiding them behind the castles. That's the way to do it. But, I mean, seriously. Now, this is good from purple. Hiding it behind the castle, but also walling it in. That's huge. That's the best fortification we've seen for the king thus far. I haven't seen gray chat at all to anyone here. Not even blue. Bit of an interesting game. Not the type of game that I was really expecting. We've got a turtle ship. I always love the turtle ship and how the oars never erode at all. They're just there. If anything, that would slow the ship down. Maybe that's why they're so slow. It almost looks like they're just gliding on ice right now. Anyways, green getting pushed. Magyar Cav Archers could have recurve bow as well. So +1 range, +1 attack. Fire ship oars don't row either. Yeah, that's true. It just never really stands out to me, though. Because maybe because we see fire ships more. Yeah, they do have oars. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess they're small oars, you know? Oh my goodness, that was a really big shot there. And no bloodlines can really hurt your cav archers. We might encounter a kill the lagger situation. It seems like things are starting to stutter a little bit. The players haven't made a comment on it. It's not too bad. It's still doable. And man, I've noticed Grim is getting a ton of relics. Grim's gonna have 14 relics! 14 relics! Oh my goodness! Sheesh, man. Green allies blue. And blue had offered the help. Blue did not have to do that. Blue chose to do it. Blue, I don't know if you want to help this guy because they're going to think you're the next target then if green ends up dying. Now, if green could transport his king, he could transport it around and send it into someone's base. But the fact that he can't transport actually really hurts here. Megaran just gave us a map that where you would need the transport. It just so happens that we're using this mod when we're testing it. The micro hasn't been impressive from purple, not going to lie. But purple's still going to get some of the job done here. Some of the trebs will still stay standing. And the king is not far away from all this. Purple seems to be doing it on his own. Remember, his king is protected, and Grim Tripper says, talk if you need some help. Just waiting for red to explode with population. Red's Goths, right? So he could go up crazy pop in no time. Now, guys, remember with this mod, if you kill a king, you get 3k gold. I actually completely forgot about that. Wait a second. Can we go back real quick? Is that okay? Okay, so he goes from probably like 300 gold to 3k gold. Completely forgot about that reward, which is another big reason to snipe somebody. So that might be something that purple's after right now. Sorry, some of these alerts came back in. I just felt the need to double check that. And then you also get 50 population space for making a wonder, but it is also possible to win with wonder victory. And Gray was coming to kill Blue. Gray was making his move on Blue, and Blue noticed. Notifications. Go away, please. Scram. Leave. Thank you. Oh, wow. Gray. I mean, it's a gutsy move. And you don't need a large army to kill the king, right? You just need a tiny little army to get the job done. I think that army's too tiny, though. I think that's not going to be effective enough. And now here's green. All right, so green's going to maybe make a move. I think orange noticed the king was there or is looking for it. Ooh. Ooh. Green deletes his blacksmith. They're hunting for that king. They're looking for it. Oh, no way. Shh. He wants to kill purple. He's upset about all this. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, Rams. Excuse me. Damn it. I shouldn't have tried to explode my king in someone's base during rush hour. Okay, traffic is pretty insane. Anyways, green dies. Meaning now that purple gets the reward. Purple says run. I don't know if they know where to run, right? It seems like orange is running towards it. But that is going to lead to an explosion, which obviously affects purple pretty massively. And massive it is. It almost seems like that explosion is bigger than our normal mod. So blue is now attacking gray because gray tried to kill him. And I feel like this is an alliance they really needed. We have like 4 people allied and everyone else is kind of on their own. Well played to green, by the way. And gray, I don't see you surviving this, my friend. You shot your shot. I appreciate that, but there's elite Keshiks all throughout your eco right now. Or Conics, excuse me. Not a unit you really can stop. Again, yellow's king, here. Gray's king, we should probably look back to it. It's here. Orange's king is behind a castle. Red's king is behind a castle. The only player that has, like, solid fortifications would probably be purple because he's got walls and castles. But even still, it could be ranged by something. Gray's king is hiding behind a tree right now. Purple says, do you want to stick to the end? Question mark. And Grim says, I would love that. Okay, so it's going to be Grim and then Nephis then team together supposedly till the end, meaning that red and yellow are going to be on the outs eventually. But, I mean, Gray's not finished yet. This dude's going to stand up and try and finish the job? No. Gray's not finished yet. But eventually, Gray's just done, right? There's no way Gray can have resources to be able to survive this situation. He's got 6k gold. Actually, I'm wrong. He's got 6k gold. He could actually be okay, especially with Bengalis and elephants. If you could upgrade these things to elite, he could be okay. Like, the 1v1 would probably just continue to go on between these two. But the others are getting antsy now, and they're going to make their moves. But this is what I mean, man. Like, these plumes are just freely passing through Red's base because you're all allied. There's nothing stopping you from just sending a plume over here and killing this king. I don't think it'd be that difficult. Gray with some house walls here. King needs to move again. And King is going to die. All right, so Gray can't last long. I was wrong. And this is going to lead to an explosion that'll clear out most of Gray's base. Everyone's loving this. Blue is probably like, man, I was going to be teamed with green and teal, and they turned on each other, and now they're both dead. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because they're all going to want to kill blue now. And GG Gray. And there's been a bit of a theme today. It's like, 3 or 4 people talk about alliances. They stick to it. The others kind of don't. And then, surprise, surprise, the players who form an alliance actually end up doing pretty good. Yellow's moving with his king. And that means his units heal in the battle. Oh, God. Oh, God. He also might be trying to escape here because orange is here. They did all say they want to fight with blue. I wanted to see kings in battle. I think it would make more sense, though, if the kings somehow made your units attack faster. According to the mod description, wonders make nearby units attack and move faster. I actually would not like to see that. Red is dead. Yellow killed him. with cav archers and some trade carts. But yes, the fact that your units would at least heal is very nice. Well played there from yellow. A sneaky move. And now red's out. And I think yellow's going to go try and kill somebody else, but he forgot about the explosion. And everyone goes, question mark, what's happening? And purple noticed it. Red can't believe it. And purple calls out yellow for that. Red says, what a rat. It was a good snipe. You can't blame him. Also, you can't blame Orange for sniping this either. It's the easiest snipe in the world. Let's just go to the settings and let's just change him to enemy. Yellow, get out of here, dude. Orange, what are you doing? Oh my god, I can't believe he did go for it. Okay, blue is now turned on orange, who's clearly distracted. He's asking about gates, and he's going to get wrecked by these conics. Yellow goes home now, which is very wise. And blue might actually defend. Yellow now also turns on blue. Very surprised we didn't see Grim go for the snipe, but I'm guessing he just didn't notice. And yellow's now communicating like, yo, enemy blue here so we can fight against this guy. Blue's honestly got a really sick army value. He's got a crazy economy. I could see him maybe making a wonder. You get more population for it. You're already top scorer. They're already teamed up together. They're already probably going to go against you. Why not? Would love to see siege onager. Just some siege to flatten some of these plumes would be very helpful. But the conics are doing work. And the longer you sit back here, the longer you defend, and the more you hold from them, the more antsy they might get, right? Because the king snipes are pretty easy compared to most games. It might just be too tempting. They might eventually make a move against each other. Yeah, if you stack multiple wonders, you would get additional populations. You get like 50 plus 50 plus 50 for as many wonders as you build. It is also wonder victory, though. That's what's cool about it. So if he wants to go for a wonder, I like what he's done with his king here. You make the wonder here. What are his resources looking like? Yeah, he can do it. I think he needs to do it now. They're already going to go against him. He doesn't know this, but I think it would be worth it. Because I don't see how else you win the game. Having to clear green is annoying, says purple. So yeah, he's slowly working through green. I think one-man wondering is a mistake, though, because I think the wonder has to be completed to get the population. But again, wonders make nearby units attack and move faster. So it's actually much more doable to defend the wonder, too. What I want to see, though, I want to see, as much as I want to do different, tests with this mod, the thing that I want to see, and I don't want anything else adjusted, is I just simply want kings to have like a 15 radius, okay? And I want units within that radius to attack faster and heal. I don't even care how OP it is. Like, I want it to be worth it to have your king in the army in most cases. Obviously, there's a big risk. I think that'd be cool, because as it stands, I don't really feel the fact that your king heals is that, like, risk-worthy. You're never going to see someone do it unless your name is Yellow, and his king probably shouldn't be alive right now. Okay, so Blue's just making a push. Trying to push into Yellow's base. Maybe forgot its wonder victory. Maybe doesn't feel like that's the right play. Again, we've got Orange and we've got Purple very close to each other. Orange's king is very exposed. This is probably what he's looking at earlier. He's just got his 17th relic. Where is he getting these relics from? I guess there's a lot of them. Purple's going to push in on this side from Blue. And I just feel like Blue has failed to see the inevitable, is he is going to be attacked from all sides. And Grim says, maybe I should take out Yellow at some point. Now, that is the discussion they had. Purple and Orange want to be buddy-buddy at the end. So, yes, Yellow is eventually going to be someone they could kill. And the longer Blue holds, the more likely it is that Yellow will be killed off by Orange just because he's kind of bored, right? Orange is trying to convince purple to make gates in his king's defenses for trade. Oh, you mean here? Oh, that is interesting. Well, to be fair, the trade is actually going through here. And I don't think it was intended to. I think purple has over-chopped it. The trade does seem very confused. I actually think orange is being genuine there. But yeah, it's a good point that maybe he could be trying to convince purple to do it so we could run through. All right, well, blue's a beast. Elite Goose is kind of having problems. Blue is making progress. I don't know if blue has noticed that there's pressure coming in from this side. Purple says range indicators, very helpful. Yeah, you could put on range indicators to show the range of the king and whatnot. Again, they're not really using that currently. I would like to see the wonder. Still no wonder for blue, as he seems determined to go kill a king. Might have researched treason. Actually, if he looks hard enough, he could maybe see it here. He actually still has vision from red, who was killed, and I think orange spotted it. And orange says, I can see it now. Oh, wait, if they put the range indicators on, it's easier to see the king. Oh, interesting. And now orange turns on yellow, and now yellow is dead. And I think blue is headed for the same area. Oh, that's interesting. If the king has range and you put range indicators on, it's super easy to spot. That might be tricky, man. Anyways, they're going to say about killing blue first, which is to be expected at this point. And blue, there's just no better opportunity to go for a wonder, man. You're a great player. You're playing well, but you're up against two. Go for a wonder. Probably too late at this point, right? Purple and orange moving in together. Now, you got to get your timings right if you're Grim Tripper and Nephthys, right? Both players are experienced in community games. They've watched a lot. They've played a decent amount. You got to know what's coming down to you two. Is someone going to make a move before blue's actually out of the game? And if you make the move too early, then it might backfire because you also have to be able to win the 1v1. Purple can't see this. Purple's trying to run through. Blue's making a defensive castle. These Cav Archers, I thought they were going to fight the Conics. They chose not to. Plumed Archers are here to help. He's looking for the king. There's no hole here, right? No, it doesn't look like there's a hole. There's trees in the way. I think purple had researched treason. You can tell by the fog. And he didn't know there were walls. So he wanted to come through. But there's no way for him to get through. Unless blue somehow opens the gate. But he even locks it just to make sure. I went for Keshik because I thought his building racks in my base for gray was a setup. Gotcha. I mean, I don't think it was bad for you to kill red. I think what hurt you, obviously, though, is not having a real teammate, but that's been the same issue for blue. You probably had faith in orange. You probably had faith in purple. The way they built up this game was to have that trust in you and so they could just work together. I mean, they both have ranged units, so Onidris is going to be really good. And blue says, no allies for me, I guess. Yeah, this guy, anytime he's been allied to someone, they have died. It's the kiss of death when blue's allied with you, so. Make a wonder, please. Make a wonder. He doesn't have the stone anymore. You could do it. You just held from an insane attack. I think he just forgot. Sorry, this is month of the color orange. Frowny face, and blue says, as you wish. There is no way that blue can snipe them. There's no possible way. You can hold on for another 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60 hours or minutes. But there's absolutely no way where if you do not have trade, that you can traverse the lands here and kill these players. I would love to be proven wrong. I just don't see the possibility. We make Wonder Victory a win condition for that reason. Because when you're stuck and it's just you versus a big team, it's always good to have something, you know? Players only make wonders when it's the worst idea possible in their current situation. That's not necessarily true, right? I think some people's play with it in mind, but I don't think blue has played as many games, so I don't think it's as obvious for him, right? And purple and orange just going to work together. I like the forward production buildings. It's very nice. Ultimately, I think what they need is maybe some halb in the mix. Some melee instead of just full range. But the forward buildings are going to help purple a lot because he's been sending units from the other side of the map. Now, the interesting part about blue fighting like this, as orange accidentally speaks to blue and blue taunts him and says, tell me more. The interesting part about this is that I truly believe that if this continues like this, blue holding and the other two still trying to break him for another 20 minutes, that either Grim or Nephis is going to get restless. And if I had to guess, I would say purple gets restless and tries to go for the kill. Okay, Grim trying to save face here. Because he accidentally talked to the enemy. He says, words can't describe how beautiful you are, but numbers can. 2 out of 10. Yikes, dude. That's pretty mean. Hussars coming in to snipe some siege. That's a good move. Again, siege is kind of a difficult thing for them to go up against right now because they have a lot of ranged units. Luckily for them, though, the ranged units are all very strong. And luckily for them, Blue's spending a lot of his gold. Blue has 11 workers on gold. Does he have relics? I had relics. So basically, he's going to be finished with that gold pretty soon. And Conics are a really tricky unit to deal with. I don't think the dismounted Conic, in and of itself, is actually strong. But it's just like an extra unit that the enemy has to kill, giving your other units opportunities to get kills. So it's just like an extra little meat shield. Blue has had a lot of confidence, you know? Hasn't shied away from chatter. And looks like these two want to push in, according to what Orange has said right now, as he's getting Elite Eagle Warrior. I just wonder when will the snipe come. If I had to predict the rest of this game right now, I'd say it takes another 20 minutes for Blue to eventually go down. Blue will try and get his king to one of their bases and will struggle because there's going to be enemy units around that might catch him. And then when the writing is on the wall, maybe even before Blue's dead, because Blue's running, Purple will show up here and snipe Orange. Because apparently it's very easy to see where the kings are. Would you guys like me to put the radius on real quick and see what that looks like? I think I can do that with Capture Age. Let's wait till after this engagement, see how this engagement goes. Capture Age I can put on the range indicators. It will look pretty bad for the rest of the casting if I click buildings, but let's just see this. And Purple's bailing. Orange is still chilling here. Okay, let's just go. Okay, Orange is going to flee. Let me just do this real quick. See, settings. Where's range indicator? Range zones for selection on. Range for buildings. I don't know if it would work with Capture Age, actually. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Resume? Okay, well, those are buildings. The king doesn't have a range. Oh, that's a monk. Hold on, I'm stupid. No, king doesn't have it. Hold on, but I could show you in game. 1 second. We go into the game. Also nothing. Okay, I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm very sorry. Let's turn that off again. We tried. Woo! Yay! There we go. Capture Age isn't built for it, and probably have something else wrong. Yeah, Blue can snag these relics. That would be huge. But 4 relics versus 17 from Orange? It's actually 19 now. You're not going to be able to compete. Orange has 30k gold. It does feel like Blue is possibly a better player than these two. But still, 2 players versus 1. And you can't transport easily across the map. So Cav Archers seem to be doing a good enough job. Chewing through the gold from Blue. I still am not seeing exactly how this game is going to change. If anything, it's only getting worse for Blue now as well because we're going to see halbs in front of these Cav Archers, which is really something they needed a while ago. Well, Orange has 30,000 gold, but he is fighting. They both have 90 army, actually. I noticed orange has some crossbows here, which he's forgotten about. That's only 7. But, I mean, both orange and purple probably have a lot of resources now. Purple stockpile is 4K, but he's got some gold units. He's got an ally. He's okay. 4K obviously is nothing compared to the 34K from orange. If orange were to lose this game, we're approaching, like, Shulker meme territory. It's pretty crazy. He's also got siege towers. Guys, he's got siege towers. We know why he has siege towers, don't we? He's holding on to those because he doesn't want to do it yet. Because blue is a tough nut to crack. Oh, I like it. I didn't think about that. Is there a double wall here? Oh, purple's already adding more walls. Oh, man. It might not be possible because you can't siege tower over 2 layers. Is there something about the color orange and having 30k plus gold in the bank? Because I'm pretty sure that's Strode's color, right? Purple says Halber Eagles, and orange says I'm on the way. Yeah, he doesn't have forward production, so it's just going to take forever. Blue does have skirms now, though. And, like, Conic and Skirm is really good. Skirm is actually good against all the units the opponents are making. Only sad thing is Bulgarians don't get fully upgraded skirms, but still it's pretty good. And blue presses on, man. I'm just so sad he's not made a wonder here. I'm so sorry, guys. If he had the wonder, it would be wonderful. Well, okay, I didn't even try and make a joke there, but I guess it's fitting. I just feel like it suits the situation so perfectly because he'd get more population in order to defend. And he would then have the attack speed as well. We would get to feature that. He also already has his king in the corner. It's just the perfect moment for it. But we're not going to see it here. I don't think we're going to see it at all this game. It would be a mistake for the other players to make a wonder because then their teammates wouldn't trust them. Now remember, there was a point where he had the resources for a wonder. Now, even if he remembers it, I'm not even sure it's a great play. Because he's so low on gold now. And when he's low on gold is when he eventually taps out of this game. It's a great fight. He showed he's a great player. But there's no win condition for him. It's just holding on as long as possible. Mom said one more game, and then he has to do the dishes, so he's just delaying that time until he has to do those dishes tonight. Could maybe foresee that he's going to die and try and sneak with his king to end somebody else's day, but blue strikes me as a player who's going to play with a lot of pride. He's going to fight until he has no more resources and then just resign. Grim is really... Grim, you've got to be careful. Right? Like, he has all this army around here. And in purple looks, purple's going to get suspicious. And he's so greedy. He's got 40k gold. And he's saying, like, first wave is on the way. Sending a wave on the way. Dude, you've got all this stuff. You're not really helping your teammate. I would get a little annoyed if I were purple. Orange says, don't panic in Anakin. Right after blue says, use those forward kings. Again, I think the king thing would be perfect. Again, this is based on one game. Please give me your thoughts. But I think the king thing would make a lot of sense in the event that it would make your units attack way faster. Like in Blue's situation, he could be using his king to fight 1v2. Risky, but it adds, you know, some actual reason to have your king forward. I don't think healing is good enough. But I also haven't seen them heal yet. Maybe they heal immediately. Purple also doesn't have, like, any armor upgrades in his Hussars. He's missing... I think he's missing just the final one. Which is why there's been some struggles here, but... They're making progress. Blue sees the writing on the wall, and Blue's going to make a move now. And he actually has some Hussars over here to scout. Okay, so from what Blue can see... There's a pretty open path. If you were to get here somehow, there's a pretty open path through to Orange's base. He doesn't know where Orange's king is, obviously, but he could get, he could get close to Orange at least. Blue's going to make a run for it. I don't think we should get excited for Blue to kill a king here. He would have to soak up... Oh, man, I thought he was going to lose it to Gray. He would have to use units to soak up Castle Fire, which is possible, of course, and to get real deep into Orange's base. Orange has 42k gold right now. It has been purple doing most of the fighting for the team, but orange has now finally showed up with the siege. Orange is ready now. Orange is 100 army. Remember, though, orange and purple both have probably been thinking, when blue's almost about to go down, we have to make our moves. The siege towers for orange, they can't really move out easily. And oh god, man, the fact that dead players' units don't attack makes me so sad. But okay. Blue waltzing through the enemy's base. I think the castles still do, though, right? Ugh! Oh, thank God yellow didn't get ballistics. Thank God yellow forgot that upgrade. Way to go, yellow. We applaud you for that. It makes this game way more interesting. Orange is... What's his gold count now? 44k gold. It would be an embarrassing loss. I love you, Grim Tripper, but this isn't going to look good for you. Are they researching treason? Oh, 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 oh. It's Christmas. I don't know why I'm saying ho, 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 but Purple sees the king and Purple says goodbye. And he kills Grim Tripper. And Grim Tripper had 45k gold in the bank. Blue is on his way here. And Purple might even know that because he could have researched treason. Grim has to disrespect the fact that Purple did it. Says okay, GG with a bunch of dots. And well, the explosion happens. Look at those beautiful relics. Blue is already dead, right? And Purple, he really played well this game. And like I said, someone had to make the move. You just can't wait too long. And he's going to be looking for Blue's king. Now, again, no realistic way for Blue to win, right? He just deletes his king and the game's over. Okay, so a good game overall. I don't think that this is a game that really made use of the mods, right? We didn't have a wonder built at all. We had a king near, like, military units one time, and they were full HP military units, and then Yellow realized that's really bad and ran home. We did see the kings explode, but we see that every time we use exploding kings. And I guess obviously the game was affected by the fact you couldn't garrison, which is why some of the snipes were easy. I mean, yeah, okay, it was really affected. Ozone died earlier. Green died earlier. The way Grim died there would not be possible in the normal game. But it was basically an exploding kings game without garrison. That's essentially what this game was. I mean, we didn't see anything else. I would have loved to have seen a wonder, particularly from Blue. We talked about that because, you know, you get so many fun bonuses. You get plus 50 population. And then also you get your units attack faster and move faster near the wonder. So, like, that would have been really nice to see. But I don't think he thought of it in the moment, and he just wanted to fight straight up until his inevitable death. Okay, so I've realized this in the past. I will form opinions based on just like one or two games, okay? So I don't want to speak too early, but I do still feel strongly that the king should actually affect attack more than anything. Krakenmeister, who made the mod, says T90 updated it with the following changes. Increased regen. Kings also make nearby units attack faster. And increased range on aura to, hold on, what's this say? To 15 tiles. And kings have extra pierce armor? Oh, bro, yes. Our prayers have been answered. That sounds amazing. Do you guys agree? That's the direction we want to take this thing. And then players adding a wonder could be a fantastic move. You could have the wonder, which is making your units attack faster and move faster, also giving you more pop space. Also, you could have your king defending that wonder. Okay, that's what we'll do next game. Let's look at Res Collected. Grim Tripper, don't kick yourself too much. You were going to make the move. Purple probably expected it. Purple timed that move to perfection. Right when Blue didn't have any resistance is when Purple decided to move. I think Grim, he didn't want to make the move too early. And I understand it. Still, obviously a little painful there to see you end the game that way. Well played to everybody. Thank you for playing. And shout out to Krakenmeister for this mod. I'm excited to see what this next one brings us.